Good morning. Why am I looking so happy? Because I just got my dental clearance from my dentist for liver transplant. So there's a lot of boxes that have to be checked off for me to even get on the list as a transplant candidate. But the first of those boxes has been checked off, which is dentist. And then I have to go through mammography and have an EGD and another colonoscopy and all kinds of stuff. But for now, one of the boxes got checked off the list. And as far as update goes on me, I just feel this feels like such an accomplishment, because the last 2 years have felt like every healthcare thing I was doing was reactive. We were reacting to active disease and growing disease, and today feels proactive. Like, this feels like I'm doing proactive things to get to transplant and get a new liver and a new lease on life and all of that. So there are so many more things that I need to do to qualify. But when I was in Cleveland this last week, everyone said, you're an excellent candidate. You're an excellent candidate. But you know what? Other people have heard that, and then they've been knocked out of the transplant. So next week, in 2 weeks is radiation on the 26th. So Matt and I will go back to Cleveland and have radiation done. Just be there for a quick 2 days, or 2 nights, and then be home. And I think fatigue will probably be, my biggest side effect from that. And then we're talking about, having me go on the chemo pills, for kind of like maintenance, which would be, I think it's like 3 pills in the morning and 3 pills at night, and very little side effects. So if you could just pray about that with us, that would be wonderful. I had a really awesome day yesterday. It was pain-free. It was full of energy, like so much energy that I couldn't even sleep last night, even with taking a sleep aid. So that wasn't fun, but to have that kind of energy was great. I did have a little bit of pain today, but nothing to like stop me from doing some normal functions of life, which is awesome. So yeah, that's the update. To those of you that are like bringing meals and helping clean and dropping off snacks for our kids and taking our kids places, it is so helpful. Like, even in these days where I feel somewhat back to normal, I still have to remind myself that I have active disease in my liver and my body is fighting, and there's tons of inflammation, and I have good days, but I also have bad days. So just thank you for coming alongside of us and giving us financial support and gift cards, and we are so humbled. This morning we were sitting, reading our Bibles. Matt and I were together, and we were both saying like how sometimes we can't even think about how generous people have been, because it is so overwhelming and it's so humbling. And sometimes we just feel like so guilty about it. But I know that guilt does not come from the Lord. That's from the enemy, because this is what the body of Christ does for its own. And we will do it in the future for others. And we have done it in the past. And even now I'm praying for God to give me opportunities to minister to others in the midst of my own trial. So anyways, dental clearance, check.